Hi everyone, in this video we will discuss topics under General Physics 2. So this is perfect for grade 12 students who are currently taking up General Physics 2. So under this video or in this video, ang i-discuss natin or ang mga questions natin prepared is with regards to the topics electric charge, electric force, electric field, and then we also have electric potential and potential energy. Okay, so let us have number 1. An object with a charge of 2 nanocoulombs creates an electric field. A test charge experiences a force of 9 times 10 raised to negative 10 Newton. Find the magnitude of electric field's strength. So, dito nagbigay siya ng charge. So, ang value natin doon is 2 nanocoulomb. So, that would be letter Q, di ba? So, ang symbol ng charge is letter Q. So, we have 2 nanocoulomb, which means 2 times 10 raised to negative 9 coulombs. Okay? So, nagbigay din siya ng another value, which is the force being experienced by the test charge. So, ang force na binigay niya is 9 times 10 raised to negative 10 Newton. Okay? So, we have force and the charge, and then we have to find the magnitude of the electric field. So, ang formula, ang correct formula na gagamitin natin would be the force over charge. Okay? So, electric field is equal to force over charge. So, palitan natin yung value ng force sa numerator. So, yung force natin is 9 times 10 raised to negative 10 Newton over yung charge natin is 2 nanocoulomb. Ayan. Okay? So, get your calculator, guys. And then, ano lang natin siya? Input natin siya as is. Okay? So, 9 times 10 raised to negative 10 divided by 2 times 10 raised to negative 9. So, ang nakuha natin is 0.45 Newton per coulomb. Okay? So, ang units natin for electric field, as you can see, Newton over coulomb, force over charge. Okay? So, this is the final answer. Okay? Now, let us proceed with example number 2. An object with 7 electrons is placed 15 cm away from another object with a charge of 4.5 microcoulombs. Find the electrostatic force between the two objects. So, meron daw given na 2 objects. So, yung isang object, meron siyang 7 electrons. And then, meron pang isang object na meron namang charge na 4.5 microcoulomb, no? So, they are placed 15 centimeter away from each other. Okay? So, etong naka-electrons, ayan, so yung 7 electrons, kailangan pa natin kunin yung charge niya. Kasi sa formula ng electrostatic force, so if you state the formula for force, ito siya. Okay? So, F equals Q sub 1, Q sub 2 over R squared. Ito yung Coulomb's law, di ba? So, kailangan itong dalawang value ng Q natin is in terms of coulombs. Kailangan charges sila. So, since itong isang object ay naka-electrons, 7 electrons daw, so kailangan pa nating i-convert siya or kunin yung kanyang charge. Okay? So, how do we do that? Yung kahit na protons ang given, no? So, kahit protons or electrons ang given, to get their charges, we will multiply it with the elementary charge. So, yung 7 electrons na yan, okay, imumultiply natin sa elementary charge which has a value of, since electrons to, negative 1.6 times 10 raised to negative 19. Because 1 electron is equivalent to negative 1.6 times 10 raised to negative 19 coulombs. So, ibig sabihin, imumultiply natin yung 7 na electrons para makuha natin yung charge niya. So, 7 times negative 1.6 times 10 raised to negative 19. So, ibig sabihin, ang charge ng isang object na yun with 7 electrons is negative 1.12 times 10 raised to negative 18 coulombs. Okay? So, meron na tayong dalawang charges ngayon since nakuha na natin yung charge ng 7 electrons. So, yung isa daw is 4.5 microcoulombs. So 4.5 micro means times 10 raised to negative 6. Ayan. Okay? And then binigay niya yung distance between the two. So that would be letter R. Pero naka-centimeters siya. So therefore, kailangan pa natin siyang i-convert sa meters. So to convert centimeter to meters, just divide by 100. So 15 centimeter divided by 100. So 0.15. So ang katumbas niya sa meters is 0.15 meters. Okay? So again, hinahanap yung force. So the formula using Coulomb's law, between two charges, the force between two charges is K, Q sub 1, Q sub 2 over R squared. So K here means Coulomb's constant. And then ito yung dalawang charges. And then ito yung distance. Okay? So palitan na natin yung mga values. So K is 9 times 10 raised to 9. Coulomb's constant yan. And then we have the the charge of the first object, si Q sub 1. And then we also have si Q sub 2, which is 4.5 microcoulombs. And then yung ating distance, which is 0.15 squared. So may squared siya sa formula. Okay? So get your calculators again. So dire-diretso lang sa calcu. 9 times 10 raised to 9, Coulomb's constant. And then negative 1.12 times 10 raised to negative 18 times 4.5 microcoulomb. So times 10 raised to negative 6 divided by 0.15 squared. Okay? So dito ang lumabas sa calcu ko is 2.02 times 10 raised to negative 12. Since this is force, no, ang ibig sabihin ng negative na lumabas dun sa calcu ko is attractive, no? So, hindi na natin ilalagay yung sign kasi sa force, no, kailangan palaging positive. So, ang units natin for force is Newton, okay? So, the final answer is 2.02 times 10 raised to negative 12 Newton of force. Okay, let us have number 3. So, according to number 3, find the electric potential energy in number 2. So, same given, ibig sabihin sa number 2, it's just that ang hahanapin naman natin is electric potential. So, ang formula naman ng electric potential is K, Q sub 1, Q sub 2 over R. So, as you can see guys, para magkahawig sila, no? Magkaiba lang sila ng denominator. Si potential energy, walang squared yung R niya sa distance. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, I will just have the same numerator, which is 9 times 10 raised to 9. And then negative 1.12 times 10 raised to negative 18, yung isang charge. The other charge is 4.5 microcoulombs. And then, instead of my squared to, since potential energy tayo, ayun, tatanggalin nyo lang yung squared ng 0.15. Okay? So, actually, ito, yung kanina, i-edit ko na lang to. Since same lang yung numerator. So, sa dulo, ayan, tatanggalin ko lang yung squared ng 15. Ayan, okay? So, equals na natin. Ayan yung sagot. So, dito, allowed ang negative, no? Potential energy can be a negative number. So, dito lumabas negative 3.02 times 10 raised to negative 13. So, i-allow natin yon since pwede ang negative na value ng electric potential energy. So, since energy to, ang tamang units natin is joules. So, the final answer for number 3 is the potential energy is negative 3.02 times 10 raised to negative 13 joules. Okay? Using the given in number 2. Sige, let us have number 4 this time. So, when two objects are rubbed against each other, how many electrons are transferred to create a charge of 2 million coulombs? So, pagka nagko-convert tayo ng electrons to or protons to charge, minumultiply natin siya sa elementary charge. So, ang opposite nun would be dividing it by the elementary charge. So, since ang kinukuha natin is number of electrons, ang formula nun is total charge or Q's total and then over yung elementary charge na 1.6 times 10 raised to negative 19 coulombs. Okay? So, dito, nagbigay siya ng charge na 2 million coulombs. So, that would be 2 million coulombs over 1.6 yung elementary charge natin, coulombs. So, as you can see, guys, makakancel yung coulombs, no? So, kasi number of electrons to. So, 2 million divided by the elementary charge na 1.6 times 10 raised to negative 19. So, ang lumabas dito is 1.25 times 10 raised to 25. So, anong unit nito? Electrons to. So, pwedeng ito na yan. Number of electrons siya. So, ibig sabihin, the number of electrons to be transferred would be 1.25 times 10 raised to 25. Okay? Let us have number 5. A charge of 1 picocoulomb is at x is equal to 5 meters. Find the magnitude and direction of a test charge located at x equals negative 2.5 meters. So, meron daw 1 picocoulomb of charge na nasa 5 meters ng x. So, let's say this is the number line. So, andito si 0. So, sabi niya, nasa 5 meters daw ng x. So, that would be here. No? Diyan. Nandyan sa kanan. So, 5 meters dito. Nandyan si positive na 1 picocoulombs. Okay? Now, the question is, find the magnitude and direction of a test charge located at negative 2.5 meters. So, negative 2.5 meters, location niya yun. So, kung negative siya, nandito yun, sa kaliwa. So, nandito si negative 2.5 meters. Okay? Bakit hindi ko nilagay na negative yung 2.5? Although, sinabi niya rito negative. Kasi guys, ito, location siya. Okay? Dito, pag naglagay tayo ng distance, we do not put a negative distance. Hindi tayo pwede maglagay ng negative value when it comes to distance. Okay? So, ang ilalagay nyo pa rin is positive. Kasi distance eh. Ito, location to. Okay? So, sino raw nasa negative 2.5? Nandun daw yung ating test charge. Ayun. So, nandun yung electric field. So, ano daw yung electric field at this point? So, using the formula of electric field, which is KQ over R squared. Okay, so K is 9 times 10 raised to 9. Binigay niya yung charge, yung nag-iisang charge dito, which is 1 picocoulomb. So, that would be 1 times 10 raised to negative 12. Okay? All over, now, kung titignan nyo yung distance, gaano kalayo yung test charge at saka yung charge sa isa't isa, no? So, kung titignan natin, yan, ito yung distance. So, if this is 5, this is 2.5. So, ang distance nila with each other is 7.5. Ito ang kinukuha kasi nating distance. Yan. Gaano kalayo yung test charge dun sa ating Q. So, as you can see in the diagram, 2.5 and 5. So, that would be 7.5 meters. So, yun yung ilalagay natin dito sa R. No? So, 7.5 meters squared. Okay? So, getting our calculator, we will have 9 times 10 raised to 9 times 1 times 10 raised to negative 12 divided by 7.5 squared. Okay? So, ang electric field strength is 1.6 times 10 raised to negative 4. So, since electric field to, the correct units is Newton per coulomb. So, now, hindi lang magnitude yung tinatanong dito, tinatanong din yung direction. So, ano daw direction ng test charge? So, if this is the test charge, okay, ito. This is the test charge, and yung nasa kanan niya is a positive charge as well, no? So, kasi 'di ba palaging positive ang test charge natin sa electric field. So, obviously, repulsive silang dalawa. So, saan pupunta yung ating test charge? So, magle-left siya. Kasi, lalayuan niya yung positive 1 picocoulomb na nasa kanan niya. Pag ganyan sila eh. Okay? So, ang titignan nyo, saan pupunta si test charge? So, obviously, it will go left. Okay? So, ang direction niya is left. So, the final answer is this is the magnitude and direction. So, 1.6 times 10 raised to negative 4 Newton per Coulomb to the left. Okay? Next is number 6. Find the total charge of an object with 5 times 10 raised to 14 protons and 4 times 10 raised to 15 electrons. So, ang tinatanong dito, total charge. So, binigay yung protons and electrons. So, kunin muna natin yung excess na either proton or electron. So, syempre, si proton yung unahin na natin kasi siya yung positive charge. Okay, and then i-minus natin yung negative charge na si electron. So, 4 times 10 raised to 15. Now, pwedeng i-equals nyo muna yan sa calcu, pero dito ang gagawin ko para ma-convert yung sagot natin, kasi ang lalabas dito is yung excess na proton or electron. So, para makuha natin yung total charge, katulad ng ginawa natin kanina sa 7 electrons, imumultiply na natin diretso yung sagot dun sa elementary charge na 1.6 times 10 raised to negative 19 coulombs. Para naka-total charge na siya. No? Naka-coulombs na siya. Okay? So, kunin lang si calcu. Ayan. So, protons muna. 5 times 10 raised to 14 minus yung electrons. So, 4 times 10 raised to 15. Ayan, and then, diretso na natin, i-multiply sa elementary charge na 1.6 times 10 raised to negative 19. Okay, so the answer is negative. So, ang Q natin dito, total charge is negative 5.6 times 10 raised to negative 4 coulombs. So, negative siya. It means mas marami yung electron. Kaya ang tawag sa charge natin is negatively charged. No? Kasi, negative yung lumabas. So, it means, mas higher yung number of electrons compared sa protons. So, ang total charge is negative 5.6 times 10 raised to negative 4 coulombs. Sige, now let's proceed with number 7. Q sub 1 is equal to 10 coulombs is 7 meters on the right side of Q sub 2 which is negative 13 coulombs. So, hanggang dun muna tayo, no? Para mag-graph na natin yung example na to. So, si Q sub 1 daw ay nasa right side ng Q sub 2. Nasa kanan siya ng Q sub 2. So, kung i-drawing ko si Q sub 2, kung ito siya, si Q sub 2, okay? Nasa kanan niya daw si Q sub 1. So, lalagay ko sa kanan si Q sub 1. So, ang distance daw nila, nasa kanan niya by 7 meters. Ayun siya guys, no? Kung babasahin natin, Q sub 1 is 7 meters on the right side of Q sub 2. So, this is Q sub 2. Nasa kanan niya si Q sub 1 by 7 meters. Okay? So, lagyan natin, sige, mamaya natin lagyan ng mga charges yan. Okay? Dito muna tayo sa pangalawa niyang sinabi. While Q sub 3 is 2 meters on the left side of Q sub 2. So, if this is Q sub 2, si Q sub 3 daw ay nasa kaliwa naman niya. So, lalagyan ko dito ng another object which is Q sub 3. So, ang distance naman daw nila sa left side ng Q sub 2 is 2 meters. Okay? Yun. Ayan na yung diagram natin. So, sabi dito sa question, find the net force and direction acting on Q sub 3. So, siya ang point of reference natin. Ano yung force acting towards Q sub 3 with regards to Q sub 2 and Q sub 1 or net force niya. Okay? So, lagay muna natin yung mga charges nito. So, Q sub 1 is a positive 10 coulombs. Okay? And then, Q sub 2 is a negative charge of negative 13 coulombs. And then, Q sub 3 is also a positive charge na 15 coulombs. So, dito, ang point of reference natin ay Q sub 3. So, therefore, we have to get yung force ni Q3 towards Q1. And then, hanapin din natin yung force ni Q3 towards Q2. 'Di ba? Ganun 'yon sa Coulomb's law. So, isa-isa muna and then later on, we will get the net or the total charge or the total force. Okay? So, unahin natin tong Q3 and Q1. So, ang formula is Coulomb's law, K Q sub 1, Q sub 2 over R squared. Okay? So, not necessarily ang ibig sabihin nito ay object 1 and object 2. Okay? In this case, since ang inaano natin is Q3 and Q1, o sige, baguhin natin to, gawin natin Q sub 3 times Q sub 1. Ayan, dalawang object siya. And then R squared. Okay? So, given yung K, which is 9 times 10 raised to 9, then given yung charge ng Q3, which is positive 15, and then si Q sub 1 naman is 10 coulombs. So, all over, gaano kalayo si Q3 kay Q1? So, if this is 2, this is 7. So, obviously, ang layo nila between Q3 and Q1 is 9 meters, diba? Kasi 2 plus 7. So, ang gagamitin natin dito is 9 meters squared. Okay? So, let us get our calculator for this. So, 9 times 10 raised to 9 times 15 times 10 and then divided by 9 squared. So, the answer is, let's get 2 decimal places na lang. So, 1.67 times 10 raised to 10 Newton. So, electric force to, guys. Okay? Next one is si Q3, Q2 naman. So, K, Q3, Q sub 2 over R squared. So, 9 times 10 raised to 9. Q3 is 15 coulombs. Q sub 2 is negative 13 coulombs all over. Gaano kalayo si Q3 sa Q2? So, ang layo nila is 2 meters. Okay? So, 2 meters ang kanilang distance. So, we will use 2 squared. Okay? So, again, get your calcu. 9 times 10 raised to 9 times 15 times negative 13 then divided by 2 squared. So, dito, since force to, let's remove the negative sign. It means, ano lang sila, attractive sila, no? So, tanggalin natin yon since force to. 4.39 times 10 raised to 11 Newton. Okay? So, to get the net, now, it's either we will subtract or we will add. So, paano natin malalaman kung magsusubtract tayo or mag-a-add? Based yon sa magiging direction. So, titignan natin ang direction ni Q sub 3 kapag ang kapartner niya ay si Q sub 1. So, silang dalawa muna. Kunin muna natin yung direction nito. So, if this is Q sub 3, wait lang, baguhin ko yung ano para makita nyo. Ayan. So, if this is Q sub 3, this is Q sub 1. So, repulsive sila. So, saan pupunta si Q sub 3? Bakit si Q sub 3 ang tinitingnan natin? Kasi guys, siya yung tinatanong, ano yung net force acting on the object which is Q sub 3. So, siya yung parang point of reference natin. Sa kanya palagi tayo nakatingin, no? So, saan pupunta si Q sub 3? No, kapag ang partner niya ay si Q sub 1, so siya po ay magle-left. Kasi parehas sila na positive, no? Positive siya, positive si Q sub 1, so magle-left siya kasi repulsive sila because they have the same signs. So, ang magiging direction nito would be left. Okay? And then, yung isa naman, so, eto naman, this time, Q3 towards Q2. So, this is Q3, this is Q sub 2. So, si Q3 ay kakanan naman. Kakanan siya dahil attractive sila ni Q sub 2. Kasi they have opposite signs. Positive si Q3, negative si Q2. So, kakanan siya. Kasi lalapitan niya si Q sub 2. Because they are in opposite signs. So, attractive sila. So, kapag ka ito naman, Q3 and Q2, ang direction niya is right. Okay? So, kapag ka kinukuha na natin yung net, okay, so final answer na tayo, F net. So, F net to ng Q3, diba? Ayan. So, ang gagawin natin, kapag pareha sila ng direction, you add. So, it's either, halimbawa, kunyari lang ha. So, let's say, left to, left din to. So, gagawin nyo, add nyo to, and then the direction of the final answer would be left as well. Kasi parehas lang. Okay? Now, kapag parehas namang right, same thing. So, kunyari, right to. Ayan. So, ang gagawin nyo, since parehas right, ang gagawin nyo, add nyo ulit to, and then, the final answer of the direction is right din. Diba? But since ang nakuha natin in this example is left and right, ang gagawin natin is subtract natin. Okay? So, paano mag-subtract? Sinong mauuna? Unahin nyo yung right. So, ang gagawin nyo, right minus yung left. Palaging ganon. Kasi kung sino yung left, siya yung negative. Okay? So, ito yung mauunahin natin, si right. So, 4.39 times 10 raised to 11. Again, magma-minus lang kayo kapag right yung isa at yung isa naman ay left. Okay? So, ang magiging arrangement nyo would be always mauuna si right minus si left. Okay? So, minus natin si left na 1.67 times 10 raised to 10. Okay? So, 4.39 times 10 raised to 11 minus 1.67 times 10 raised to 10. So, ang lumabas sa calcu ko is 4.22. So, ang F net ni Q sub 3 is 4.22 times 10 raised to 11 Newton. Okay? So now, ang tinatanong kasi dito is net force and direction. So since magkaiba to, left and right, di ba? Paano natin makukuha yung final na direction? You will look at the calculator. So kung ano lumabas sa calcu nyo after you subtract the two, no, using right minus left. So pag positive ang lumabas sa calcu, ibig sabihin right yan. Kapag ka negative ang lumabas sa calcu nyo dito, ibig sabihin left ang final direction. So in this case, positive yung lumabas sa sagot natin sa calcu. So therefore, the final answer is magra-right si Q sub 3. So kakanan siya. So ang mangyayari, kakanan siya. And the force would be 4.22 times 10 raised to 11 Newton. Okay? So that would be the final answer. So, 4.22 times 10 raised to 11 Newton to the right. Ayun. Okay? Sige. So, let us have number 8. So, sabi sa number 8, use the same given in number 7 and find the net electric potential at point A midway Q sub 2 and Q sub 3. So, same given, ibig sabihin guys, kopyahin lang natin to, no? Kopyahin natin to. Try natin siyang kopyahin. Hindi siya makukopya. Sige, so, anuhin ko na lang. So, we have here, Q sub 3. Wait. So, kopyahin ko lang yung diagram. Kasi andun yung given. So, Q sub 3. Then, nasa gitna nila si Q sub 2, which is a negative. Ito, positive. And then, nandito si Q sub 1, which is positive as well. So, 15, negative 13. So, 15 coulombs, negative 13 coulombs, and then 10 coulombs. Now, ang distance nila is 2 meters. And then, ito naman, 7 meters. Ayan. So, sabi niya, same given. So, I'll have the same diagram. Okay? So, number 8, use the same given in number 7. So, ito na yon. Find the net electric potential. So, ang hinahanap yung potential niya. So, saan daw hanapin ang potential? Sa gitna ng Q sub 2 tsaka Q sub 3. So, if this is Q sub 2 and then Q sub 3 is here. So, andito tayo. Ayan. Ayan. Nasa gitna nilang dalawa. Okay? So, nandyan yung hahanapin nating voltage. Okay? So, hindi porket sinabing Q sub 2 and Q sub 3 lang, guys. Hindi ibig sabihin nun, yun lang isosolve natin. Ito lang. Okay? Ibig sabihin lang niya, nandun yung pwesto niya, but then again, ang involved na charges is tatlo. So, dapat, no, isosolve natin yung tatlong yan. Okay? Ito lang yung distance niya. Okay? So, I mean yung location niya. Okay? So, unahin natin tawagin na lang natin V1. Ayan. Okay, tawagin natin V sub 1. Tapos, pag V sub 1, so ang involved is itong Q sub 1. Tama? Okay? So, ang formula natin for electric potential is KQ over R. Okay? So, K natin is 9 times 10 raised to 9. Since Q sub 1 tayo, sige, lagyan ko na rin to ng subscript na Q sub 1 para hindi tayo malito. Ayan. Kasi ang isosolve natin tatlo. Voltage sub Q sub 1 and then Q sub 2 then Q sub 3. Ganyan ang mangyayari. Hindi porket sinabing midway lang ng Q2 and Q3, ano lang guys, yun lang ang isosolve nyo. No? Kailangan isosolve nyo lahat ng involved dun sa system. Okay? So again, we are using Q sub 1. So here we have 10 coulombs. So times 10 yung Q niya over R. So ano ang distance ni ito ang kinukuha nating distance. Gaano kalayo si V, okay, si potential kay Q sub 1. So if this is gitna nitong dalawa, so obviously this is tig 1 meters. Tag 1 meter, di ba? Ayan. Okay, so tanggalin ko na yung ano sa baba, yung 2 meters. Ayan. Para hindi tayo malito. Okay? So, ayan. So gaano kalayo itong V sa Q sub 1. So, if this is 1 and this is 7, so obviously 8 siya. Diba? So, ang gagawin nating distance sa ibaba is 8. Okay? So, get your calculator. Ayan. Ayan, may chinek lang ako guys. Hindi ako tama yung diagram natin. Okay? Ayan. So, 9 times 10 raised to 9 times 10 divided by 8. So, ang sagot, 1.13 na lang. I-round off na lang natin. Times 10 raised to 10 volts. Okay? So, next naman is V sub 2. Okay? Or yung voltage naman ni Q sub 2. So, same formula, KQ over R. So, K is, again, 9 times 10 raised to 9 times Q sub 2 is negative 13 over yung R natin. O, gaano kalayo si V kay Q sub 2? So, obviously, ito na yon 1 meter. Okay? So, 1 squared. Ay, sorry, wala pala siyang squared. Okay? So, 9 times negative 13 divided by 1. Ayun. So, negative 1.17 times 10 raised to 11 volts. Okay? Next one is KQ over R pa din, but this time we will use Q sub 3. So, Q sub 3 is 15 coulombs positive. So, gaano kalayo si V kay Q sub 3? So, ang layo nila is 1 meter as well. So, 1 din yung denominator natin. So, 9 times 10 raised to 9 times 15 divided by 1. So, 1.35 times 10 raised to 11 volts. Okay? So, to get the V net, so, ang tawag natin sa final answer is V net. Okay? So, ang V net natin is as is na lang. No? Kung paano nyo siya nakikita as is, just copy. No? Wala naman direction to. So, 1.13 times 10 raised to 10. Since negative tong isa, so minus 1.17 times 10 raised to 11. And then plus yung isa since positive siya. So, 1.35 times 10 raised to 11. Okay? So, salpak lang sa calcu, 1.13 times 10 raised to 10 minus 1.17 times 10 raised to 11 plus 1.35 times 10 raised to 11. So, the answer is, so ang V net natin or potential, net potential is 2.93 times 10 raised to 10 volts. So, this is the final answer. Okay? Ayun siya, guys. So, yun ang kanyang no? So, midway ng Q2 and Q3, ayun, nasa gitna nilang dalawa. So, kaya tinanggal ko na yung 2 meters dyan. Okay? Kasi kung malalagay siya sa gitna, magiging tag 1 meter. Para makita nyo kaagad kung ano yung mga distances nung electric potential dito, dito, tsaka dito. Kasi tatlo sila eh. Okay? So, ganun siya. Sige, let us have number 9. Two charges are 9 meters away. So, the q sub 1, which is negative 1 nanocoulomb, is on the left side of q sub 2, which is 2 nanocoulomb. Calculate the magnitude and direction of the net electric field midway between them. Okay, so meron daw dalawang charges. Q sub 1 ay nasa kaliwa daw ng Q sub 2. So, kung idodrawing ko yan, if this is Q sub 2, okay, nasa kaliwa niya daw. Ayan, oh. The Q sub 1 is on the left side of Q sub 2. So, if this is Q sub 2, nasa kaliwa niya daw si Q sub 1. Okay? Now, they are 9 meters away. Ayan. Okay, so, calculate the magnitude and direction of the net electric field midway. So, nasa gitna nila yung electric field. So, nandyan yung ating electric field. So, tawagin natin yung E na lang, guys. Ba't ko binura? Ayan, okay? So, lagay lang natin yung mga charges natin. So, si Q sub 1 is a negative 1 nanocoulomb. And then, si Q sub 2 is a positive 2 nanocoulomb. Okay? So, solve na natin. Since dalawa to, again, we will use yung E1 muna or EQ sub 1 para hindi tayo malito. So, isa-isa lang again. Wait, ayan. So, EQ sub 1 at saka EQ sub 2. Okay? Ayan siya. So, ang formula is KQ over R squared. So, parehas yan, guys. Electric field, KQ over R squared. So, 9 times 10 raised to 9 times Q sub 1 natin is negative 1 nanocoulomb. So, negative 1 times 10 raised to negative 9 over R squared. So, gaano kalayo yung electric field sa Q sub 1? So, kung 9 meters yung layo nitong dalawa, so nasa gitna siya. So, obviously, ang layo nila, no, from here to here is 4.5. Kalahati ng 9. So, each of this is 4.5 meters. Diba? Ayan. Okay? So, ang layo ng Q sub 1 dun sa ating electric field sa gitna nila is 4.5 meters. So, ang gagamitin yung distance is 4.5. And then, lagyan ng squared. Okay? So, 9 times 10 raised to 9 times negative 1 times 10 raised to negative 9. So, the answer is negative 9. Ay, sorry. Ano ba yan? Hindi ko nalagay yung divide. 4.5 squared. Ayan. So, dito, kuha lang tayo ng dalawang decimal. Wala siyang scientific notation. So, let's get two decimal places. So, negative 0.44. But since electric field to, guys, let's remove the negative, no? Hindi siya allowed sa electric field. So, palaging positive ang electric field. So, 0.44 Newton per coulomb. Okay? And then, the other one, 9 times 10 raised to 9 times. So, Q sub 2 na tayo. Since EQ sub 2 na tayo dyan. So, 2 nanocoulomb. So, 2 times 10 raised to negative 9 all over. Again, gaano kalayo sa electric field dun sa Q sub 2? So, kalahati ulit ng 9. So, that would be 4.5 meters and then squared. Okay? So, ayan. So, 9 times 10 raised to 9 times 2 nanocoulomb. So, negative 9 divided by 4.5 squared. So, the answer is, two decimal places, 0.89. Ayan. Newton per coulomb. So, to get the net, okay, so yung E net natin, ayan. So, katulad to ng force, kailangan i-identify natin yung direction. Diba? So, electric field. So, ang electric field natin, test charge is always positive. So, just imagine, andito siya. Wait, burahin ko siya. Para, burahin ko yung 9 meters. Ayan. So, if this is the electric field, nasa gitna. So, positive ang electric field, test charge. Palaging positive yan, guys. Okay? So, kung ang kapartner niya, unahin natin si Q sub 1. So, kung sila ni Q sub 1, attractive sila, diba? So, ano nangyari? Ba't bumalik yung 9? Ayan. Okay? So, attractive sila. Wait. Ayan, positive. So, attractive sila ni Q sub 1. Ito si Q sub 1. Ito yung test charge. So, saan pupunta si test charge? Siya ay mag-left. Diba? Kasi lalapitan niya si test charge. So, ang direction nitong 0.44 Newton per Coulomb is left. Now, kung sila naman ni Q sub 2, ito naman pangalawa. So, this is the electric field. Ito naman yung Q sub 2. So, siya naman ay magle-left as well. Diba? Kasi, repulsive sila. So, magle-left pa rin siya. Okay? So, again, diniscuss na natin to kanina. Kapag parehas ng direction, nakita nyo, ang gagawin nyo, just add. Wala tayong minus. Okay? So, i-add natin yung 0.44, i-add natin sa 0.89. Okay? Ganun siya, guys. So, 0.44 plus 0.89. So, 1.33 Newton per Coulomb. And then, just copy. So, kung left na yan, syempre, wala nang iba, magle-left siya. So, this is the electric field strength. Okay? So, 1.33 Newton per Coulomb to the left. Okay? Let us have the last example, number 10. Given the potential of 500 volts, so nagbigay siya ng electric potential of 500 volts, and a charge of 2 microcoulombs, so nagbigay siya ng charge na 2 microcoulombs. What is the distance of the potential to the charge? So, ano daw yung distance? So, R, no? So, ang proper or correct formula to use is yung V or potential equals KQ over R. Okay? So, anong formula ng R? I-derive muna natin yung formula for R. So, cross-multiply V times R is VR equals KQ. So, para makuha yung R, divide both sides by V para makancel to. And then, ito na yung formula ng R. So, ang formula ng R is KQ over R. So, 9 times 10 raised to 9 times, palitan lang natin ng Q ng 2 microcoulombs. Then over, yung R naman, which is yung volts, 500 volts. Okay? So, 9 times 10 raised to 9 times 2 times 10 micro, negative 6, divided by 500 volts. So, the answer is 36. So, ang distance is 36 meters. Okay? So, ayun lang siya. So, dito galing yan, no? Sa formula na yan. Okay? So, that would be the topics under General Physics 2.